my lovely little flower petals. How is everybody doing? It is me, Wisteria, and it has been a minute, hasn't it? Before we get this video started, I did want to apologize for my absence. So see, what had happened was school and life, and I'm getting a job so that I can buy more LPS, of course. I actually got my license and a car, so yeah, hopefully I will be able to have a lot more time on my hands to be making more content for you guys. I did miss this a lot, and I'm so glad that I'm actually able to sit down and record. So today what we are doing is making some DIYs for Valentine's Day. Super exciting. Here we have a little heart-shaped box, some rose petals, candles, and little love letter envelopes. Yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get this video started. Before I start these crafts, I do want to say that if you are younger, to get adult supervision for any cutting or hot gluing that is necessary for these crafts. The first thing we're going to make is this little heart-shaped box. It does open, and you can store little candies inside of it. Super cute. And the materials you're going to need for this project are some Model Magic air dry clay, or just, you know, some other kind of clay, and a marker or some red paint. And I used clear nail polish, but you can always use like Mod Podge. So here I just have my air dry clay. I use Model Magic, and I am warming it up. I'm getting it like, you know, usable, because it starts out stiff and then you play with it and it gets all nice and squishy. And now I'm just forming it into a ball, and we're going to squish that down and use the back of a colored pencil to mark out our little heart shape. Here it is, little heart shape, so cute. Now you're going to get your scissors and carefully cut around that heart shape to create the heart-shaped box. And then I just used my fingers and nails and other little utensils to get the clay as smooth as I can. Now what I've done is repeated the same few steps, except I placed the bottom onto the sphere and I traced it. But then I gave up and I just kind of started cutting around it to create the lid instead, which I think worked a lot better. See? And then I used my fingers again to just smear out the corners and blend it all together real nicely. And here we have our lid and our little box, and we're going to wait for those to dry for about 24 hours-ish. Now that they're all dry, I just took a red permanent marker and colored all sides of them, on the inside, the outside, every side. And lastly, to make it all nice and shiny and vibrant, I used clear nail polish. Our second craft are these cute little love letter envelopes that are actually super easy to make. All you need is a piece of paper, some tape, and a marker or colored pencil of your choosing. So like I said, this craft is super easy. Right now what I'm doing is actually creating the actual like letter or little drawing, which is just a corner of a piece of paper that I'm drawing on with a cute little pencil, colored pencil, and then you just cut that out and you have your little love letter. Now here is where you actually make the envelope. You're going to start off by cutting the width of what you want your envelope to be. So I want mine to be about that wide, and then you're going to cut that in half for like the length, if that makes any sense. And then you're going to fold that in half, just like that. And then what you have left, you're going to fold into a little triangle, and these are going to act as guidelines. So when you cut it, you have your little flap, if that makes any sense. So you're just going to cut along those guidelines there, and there you go. There's your little envelope. Next, you're going to take just a couple little pieces of tape, and you're going to tape the sides here so that you can actually put paper inside of your little envelopes, and they won't fall out or fall apart. And there you have it, your cute little love letter envelope. I decorated my envelope, but you're going to want to do that before you add the tape if you decide to do that. I just can't get over how cute and tiny it is. Our third craft is a little more dangerous, so if you are younger, I would suggest either skipping this one or getting an adult or parent to help you. But we are making these little candles that are actual, like real candles that you can light. What I used for this craft are these tiny little jars that I just got from Hobby Lobby, another candle, and little incense sticks that I just cut the wood off of, or you can use toothpicks. So the first thing I did was grab my little stick here that I just cut off the bottom of an incense stick that I had completely used, and I'm measuring it to my tiny little jar, and then I am cutting it to size to fit. And then I'm doing the same here, just measuring and cutting to size. Now I'm just adding just a little bit of hot glue at the end of this stick, and I'm gluing it to the bottom of the jar so that when I add the wax, the stick doesn't float around and stuff, it just stays in place. Now I lit my candle, but you can of course put yours in the microwave for like maybe 30 seconds, I'm not quite sure. But be super careful with this. I don't know why I did this on my studio. The wax could have gotten everywhere and ruined everything, so just don't do what I did. And here are the candles. You can of course use a match or a lighter to neaten up the tops, but if you do that, please be careful. Our final craft are these little rose petals that you see like sprinkled around the house. They're super easy to make, super fun, maybe not as fun to clean up, but they are adorable in my opinion. All you need for this craft is a pair of scissors, a marker or colored pencil of your choosing, and a piece of paper. For this craft, all I did was have a piece of paper and I colored it on both of the same sides, the same color. You can of course choose any color you want. I just love pink personally. And then you just cut it up into itty bitty little pieces, like very tiny, and I put it into this cute little cup here. And that is literally it, my friends. You can sprinkle it on a surface. It can be confetti, sprinkles, or roses for Valentine's Day. Okay, that is going to be it from me today. I really hope that you enjoyed these crafts. They were super fun to make, a little time consuming, but I had a lot of fun nonetheless. I hope you guys had fun too. I hope you guys have a very fun and safe Valentine's Day. I again want to apologize for my absence. I'm so glad to be back, and I will see you all in the next video. Happy Valentine's Day! Wisteria Studios, signing off.